Right now, Crockett Keller is with us. He is a handgun instructor and real estate agent. His website, kellersstore.com. Nice website, Crockett. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Tom.
And I see that one of the things that you do is you sell handguns and you offer handgun instruction.
That's correct. I'm
a graduate of the Georgia Police Academy. I don't, at this moment, own a gun. My brother owns a whole bunch of them, and whenever we go back to Michigan, he does competitive shooting. And but you know, I went through the training through the Georgia Police Academy, and I don't recall. And for 2 years, I was licensed as a private detective in the state of Georgia, and I don't recall them ever asking me my politics or religion.
I don't ask politics or religion.
Okay, well, I understand you're on record as saying that you would not train a person in how to use a handgun if they were a liberal or a Muslim. Did I get that wrong? He hung up. Oh, okay. Okay. So much for Crockett Keller. I guess he can really handle tough interviews, can't he? If you want to say hi to him, it's kellersstore.com is his website. He's a state-certified handgun instructor down in Texas who, according to the story, refuses to teach Muslims and Obama supporters. But maybe not. We haven't heard his story, so let's not prejudge him. Anyhow, he's back. Great. You are back, sir.
Yes, I'm on my cell number, and so I will tell you if I'm going to hang up on you, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, I was just saying, you know, I'm not sure what happened. Let's not prejudge Crockett here. He just, you know, he's not here to tell his own story. And so one of the things, in fact, one of the ground rules of this show, and has been for 9 years, is if people call in, particularly after my guests have been on, and they want to trash the guest, I just don't let them do it because that person's not there to defend themselves. So anyhow, it's been reported that you refuse to teach Muslims and Obama supporters how to use a handgun. Is that true?
I asked that they not come to attend my class. That's what I asked.
Okay, but if they show up...
I have not prohibited anybody. I have yet to ever discriminate against anybody for any reason.
Okay. Well, I honor that. I'm curious if Tim McVeigh had showed up, if you would have trained him.
That would have been a terribly unfortunate thing. Part of my reasoning in all of this is I think back and I look back at the flight instructors that taught the 19 Arabs how to fly airplanes straight and level, or to make banking turns, but not how to take off and not how to land. I have hindsight. I'm sorry that they didn't.
Well, actually, several of those guys contacted the FBI and said there's something fishy going on here, and the FBI. Well, you know, the short story is there was a massive breakdown in communications at the federal government level that led George Bush to create the Department of Homeland Security and try to integrate those communications because, you know, those guys, several of those instructors, and in fact, the one guy up in, Minnesota, who just went to trial like a few months ago, actually got busted for this. You know, he was busted because the flight instructor turned him in and said, this guy doesn't want to know how to land an airplane. There's something wrong with this. And so he would have been the 20th hijacker. So it would seem to me that if you are concerned about these issues, and I think we all share that concern, that the smart thing to do would be to take on anybody. And if somebody's acting weird or talking strange or saying, you know, I really want to know how to take put a 30-round clip into this machine, into this weapon, and modify it from semi-automatic to fully automatic, or anything like that would raise your alarm bells, call the FBI.
Well, and that's exactly what we do when somebody does that. But I haven't. My issue, part of my issue there, is that I have students out there taking these classes. Some of them are novice, slightly more than novices with a gun, and others are a little bit more adept at using handguns.
Yeah. And
I just don't want to have an individual out there that will all of a sudden turn around and say Allah Akbar to the rest of the class and mow them down. I mean, sure, they're going to have guns, and maybe if they're quick enough, they can stop him. But I just don't want that issue.
Here's the thing that confuses me. As a liberal who's very competent with a handgun,
Okay.
I've been keeping.
Let me be back.
I've been keeping track of this.
I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Well, I've been keeping track of this for a long time, and it seems to me that the political shootings and the mass murders in the United States and whatnot, by and large, I mean, outside of Tim McVeigh, have not been political. They have been crazies, by and large. And I would want instructors like you to be looking for that, reporting people like that. But this whole political litmus test, I mean, what makes you think that because somebody supports President Obama or they're a liberal, that they would be more likely to use a weapon to, for example, murder a doctor, as has happened 4 or 5 times in the last decade or so in the United States, or commit a terrorist act, as has, in fact, the most recent one in Washington State, an attempt anyway, had the bomb gone off, it probably would have killed a couple hundred people. What makes you think that liberals or supporters of Obama represent such a threat to this country that you shouldn't teach them how to use a weapon?
That was not the inference in my ad. What I said is I asked that they not take my class, and
why?
It was a tongue-in-cheek thing, kind of a jab at some of my local liberal friends, and the whole thing is that I have approximately 10 hours to educate someone as to the reasons and the rationale as to when and why and how you can defend yourself when you have this perception of fear of bodily harm.
Right, legally, you mean, in your state. Sir, by the way, we just have 1 minute left, just to give you a warning.
Okay.
Neither you nor me.
I have one, I have 2 hours I have 10 hours to do that. And my jab was the fact that, in my opinion, they had a year and a half to vet their candidate, and I feel like they got it wrong.
I get that, but I have to say, if I may, very quickly, and hopefully you'll have time to respond, it seems to me fundamentally unpatriotic to say that you'll provide a service to one group, political group, and not to another.
I asked them not to take it. It was a jab. It was meant more tongue-in-cheek. I will not refuse service to anybody. Okay.
All right. So you meant it as a, yeah. Okay. All righty. I got it. Crockett Keller, handgun instructor and real estate agent. Keller's store, two S's, kellerstore.com is the website. Crockett, thanks for dropping by.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a good day.
Yeah, good speaking with you, and take care and teach people well.